Hello guys, in this particular lesson we'll be looking at converting our HTML code to JSX. So basically the HTML code we have in the template we got, we're going to be um, transforming them into JSX code. So we're going to be creating a bunch of different components. So for example, we will have the header, the footer components. We're going to have the breadcrumbs and components, different components like that. So without wasting much time, let us get going. Okay, guys, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a couple of components, you know, for the different aspect of our um, application. So the first thing I'm going to do is right here in the else house folder, I'm going to create a new folder and we're going to name that component. Okay, so and right here we're going to have the header.js. Then we're going to have the footer.js, and then we have for the individual pages. So we have something such as home.js. So we have here something such as services.js, and then we have about and contact about.js, and then contact.js. And another thing is I would love to have for the breadcrumbs.js. And then lastly, if I remember correctly, there should be a theme section.js, and since we're going to be making use of that particular section in one of two places, so it is better to have a component in which we can just reuse the component in multiple places as needed. So for now I want to focus on the home page, and basically the things we're going to have the header, we're going to have then the main body and then the footer. So those are the three main major components. So I'm going to close these up. Same breadcrumbs, we'll be coming to those later on as we proceed. Okay, so I have the other documents, the HTML template opened right here. So let's see how we can actually start transitioning. Okay, for the header, okay, this copied, so I'm just going to copy, and then now we can just create a functional component. I'm going to use this. Okay, so we have this, and here I'm just going to return what was copied, and then we should have some error that is expected. Now what we're going to do is, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to search. You can use your control plus H or command H if you are using a Mac. So first I'm going to search for class, and then we're going to replace that with class name. Remember, JSX doesn't make use of class because class is a reserved keyword in JavaScript, and we're essentially making use of JavaScript. So let's just click on this to replace everything. Control Alt Enter will do the work. Okay, so then we have to start making sure that everything fits right. So now some of these errors that have been highlighted, we're going to make sure to fix all of that. Okay, so right here now, all tags such as input, hr, br, they must be closed. So we should have the tag closed like this, and then let's see, we're removing any comments, html comments that would cause an error also. Okay, and then let's see any other thing. So the input here was not closed. Okay, I think that should solve all of the errors we have. So I'm going to save that, and then right here I'm going to just create a component header, and once you click on this, it will automatically import it up here. So that's one of the advantages of using VS Code. Okay, so we have this right here. So I'm going to do something similar to the footer and the home page. So the footer will come right here into our document. So I'm going to come here. We have the footer block right here. So do the same thing, copy all of these. Okay, just let's stop here, copy these, and then move back into here, and then we'll create our functional component again. So, and then here I'm going to remove what we have and then paste. Okay, we should have a couple of error, and then before I continue, make this close and then section. Okay, now let's start scooting out the things that doesn't belong here. Okay, so we have a move to top um section here. Okay, okay, we have these the script. We're going to remove all of the script tags here. We don't need them actually. So all of the functionalities can be achieved in a different way. Okay, so let's make these, let's remove this. Okay, and then as usual, we're going to click our Control H, and then we're going to replace class with class name. Okay, we save that, and then we come right here, and then we create the footer component. Footer, click on this to auto import, and then we have that set. And then lastly, let's create our home component. Okay, so right here, we're going to move up a bit into the main body of the index.html file. Okay, so let's see, the banner section starts from here, so we can just copy everything to the section before footer. Okay, so we copy that, and then we come here, and then we create our functional component, and then delete that, then paste this. Okay, replace class with class name, and I think we should have a number of errors as usual. Should not be faced by that right now. Okay, first search for img tags. So all tags must be closed. So we're going to make this. All right. So self-closing, self-closing. Okay, so I'm going to quickly um skip this forward and just fix any error. So you can do this also, and all you just basically have to look for are okay things like such as these HTML comments, the tags that are not closed, and make sure that everything is well nested. Okay, so I'm basically done with the home component, and then I wrap the fragment further, and then pretty much hope you actually got that. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and then we're going to import right here. So home, and then click on this to auto import it up there. Okay, so let's do the same for the remaining other components. So right here, going to come to the about, and then right here I'm going to open the about.html. Okay, so move down past the header, Okay, we have the breadcrumbs right here. So I think let's sort out the breadcrumb and we should know that is set. And then we're going to come here, breadcrumbs, and then create a React functional component. And then we're going to paste this in. Okay, so let's put that in a bit. Okay, so let's just replace class with class name. All right, think that's okay. So we're going to save that. We're going to close that. Now, okay, we're going to create our functional component also right here, and then come back into the HTML code. Okay, and then we're going to copy everything we have here. So just copy before you get to the footer. Okay, I don't want to copy the theme section. Yeah, I forget that. Okay, so copy that minus the theme section. So then we come to paste it here. And then we replace all of this. Okay, let me just zoom this in for those that might have a bit of issue following what I'm doing. Okay, so we have all of these, and then let's remove the errors. I'm sure this shouldn't be strange to you. You should have done it about three times already. Okay, so okay, the img tag not closed, and then let's see what else is left. Okay, it's given a suggestion here. Let's try changing this to div. Okay, and then let's see, we have some more errors right here. Okay, so we have the about also finished up, and then right here after the form, then we're going to come here, then about, and then click on this to auto import, and then we have this solved. Okay, so let's close that up. Then we're going to move on to, I think we have contact team. Let's see RFCE, and this you can all this snippet if you have simple React snippets which I showed you earlier. So we are going to create a functional component for team, and then okay, we're going to create something similar for the services page also, and then the contact. Okay, so let's start with the team, and then we'll come back into our HTML code, and then right here we're going to copy. Okay, copy these and then come back right here, and then we'll paste this in, and then we search and replace class with class name, remove any foreign or strange element that might cause an error. Okay, let's search for the img tag and make sure that they are all closed. Okay, to the next last two components. So we're going to have the contacts. So right here, the contact page. So I'm just going to come here right here, and then after the header and the breadcrumb, so we're just going to copy this, and then let's see up to here. All right, so let's just highlight, and then we're going to paste this. Okay, Control H, search for class, and then replace with class name. Okay, and then I'm going to move this, speed this along, just um to make sure everything is fixed, since we're basically repeating, putting all what we've talked about earlier into practice for the remaining components. Okay, so I'm basically done with all the components that we actually need. And in case you are running into a bit of issues in services.js, the services component, just make sure to search for the break tags. So, and make sure to close them. So they are just basically um HTML to JSX errors that you might run into when converting from HTML to React. So let's see, and then right here in my app.js, after the home, then about, then I'm going to add the services, then click on this to auto import. Then the next is going to be the contact. So click on this to auto import, and then let's save our um app and preview. So let's check. Oh, we are seeing some errors, and if I should click on my command line right here, we're going to see some errors right here. Okay, on line um 898, 107, 115, and 123, and right here inside the component about. So we're just going to come here to the component about. So let's open that up, and then right here we're going to come to those lines. So the first line is line 98. Okay, so let's come right here to 98. Let's see what the issue is. Okay, we have right here style equals to width. Okay, so what we do in this case is whenever I want to pass something in like this, a style, in React we just enclose it in um the curly braces, and then I also put it in double curly braces. Now I'm going to explain that, the reason for that, in future lessons. So I'm just going to put this here and then put my quotes right here. Okay, so this should fix this problem. And then let's look at the next problem, which is line 107. Okay, we have the same thing. So I'm just going to highlight these also, and then put it in my double curly braces and then quotes, just like an object. So a JavaScript object. Okay, so we do the same with this guy right here. Okay, and then let's see what's the last line, and then the last line should be line 123. So right here on line 123 we have these. Okay, so let's sort that out. Okay, and then let's okay, and here we have our application, our website right here. We have the header, we have okay all of the HTML tags for everything right here. So if okay, we come here and then we see the contact and then the services, everything has been imported. Basically, this is everything we need. But then you might be thinking, Maestro, what the heck is this? What the heck is this? As in, how do we get okay each of these components to display on different pages? Okay, we surely can have both the information for the home page and the about pages, the services, everything displayed at once. No, but then I want you to just take a deep breath, calm down, and then in a couple more videos, we're going to actually go into what um one of the things that makes React very, very interesting. So, but for now, we are done with the tasks we have at hand. We've achieved what we need to achieve, and then in the next lesson, we're going to be looking more into how to actually bring the styles we have and to actually bring it right here into React. So just stay with me, and I will see you in the next lesson.